easy. I need access to the
National Criminal Database.
It's right here.
You must spend a lot of time here.
Cool poem box. You're bypassing the network security. But you'll need to physically bridge the intranet to the external telecom wires if you want to uplink remotely.
This kind of knowledge
Could get a young girl into a lot of trouble.
They run under the building.
What
What
does?
does?
The telecom wires. You can access them through the sewers. Wait. Why do you do what you do?
Because I made a promise.
Still nice outfit there, but I do believe we are going to continue, so... This is Arkham Twin Days, and it's time to punch crime in the face! Hi there, viewers. I'm Leo Wolverine, your game commentator, or else Batman's gonna punch you if you don't listen. And I am a founding member of Leo's Let's Plays Alliance. So we're going to continue to pick up from where we left off of part 3 of the Arkham Origins storyline. So yep, and here we go. What now, where did I begin? Oh yes, back at the GCPD where the Bane thug is at. Okay. So, yes, the Bane thug. He was right. He's in the morgue of the GCPD. Of course, he was suffering from the chemical agent called Venom, because he was losing a portion of his memories, if you want to know. So he kind of died of a extensive overdose. So Batman was able to analyze what he is. Of course, he is able to learn that his physical strength was enhanced greatly to make it into superhuman. However, since it did enhance it greatly into superhuman, he kind of did not last long, of course. So, yes. And, more importantly, the tracker that Batman put in has been activated. So it's now been activated. He tried to find the location, and it's located in northwestern Gotham, northern part of Gotham City. So he's able to head there. Of course, he had to deal with one of Bane's other followers, but one of Bane's lieutenants. His name is Bird. Of course, he's a new character I've never heard of. So think of it as like he's like the next Harley Quinn, but Bird is the lieutenant, and he would do anything for him, even dying for him for a good cause. Of course, he has been hiding out for somewhere along the on the club called My Alibi. So yeah, he's been hiding all along in My Alibi club, and he's gonna deal with Bane's lieutenants, which is Bird. Bird is the name of a lieutenant, okay? Not just the bird, okay? Not a bird is like tweet tweet and flapping on its wings. Bird as in Bane's lieutenant, okay? If you want to know, so don't get confused with the name of an animal, which is the name of an animal, but also the name of a person, which is Bane's lieutenant. So there! Okay. So since he is able to defeat Bird, the lieutenant of Bane's, which is Bane's lieutenant, he's able to go find he is able to locate the tracker where Bane used to be in an underground sewer network. There he found Bane's headquarters. Of course, Batman believes that there will be more than just Bane himself. But to his surprise, no one is actually there. No one. Really, no one's inside. It's like mi casa es su casa, compañero. So, something like that. But there's no one there. There is nobody in there. No Bane thugs, no Bane soldiers, no Bane himself. Just no one in there. All that's left is just his headquarters and a tape recorder along with exercising gym equipment with heavy weightlifting. Seems Bane has been busy lifting weights, and it does increases his strength with the Venom formula. So he was able to find the tracker. Well, just about when he picked up the tracker, a strange thing happened. You see the computer monitors right in front of right in front of Batman is, activated all these screens, and it shows the campaign, or it shows the Gotham City news of Bruce Wayne. And to Batman's surprise, he cannot believe it. Bane was actually following up the news. And he was actually studying really closely who the Batman is, secretly watching him in the skies, watching him on TV, finding out any news source of network. And to Batman's surprise, Bane knows Batman's secret identity. It's none other than Bruce Wayne. And Batman is so shocked that it was not even funny. Oh yeah, he's shocked, all right. He's just so angry that he wants to destroy Bane's headquarters completely. And so for that, he did. He is able to destroy the headquarters completely, if you want to know. So, howdy doody day.
Miss Joker, I think he's dead, man. You know,
So, he was able to destroy all of the equipment that Bane owns, and all of that power. And since Bane now know where he is, but we don't know exactly where the location of Bane is at. Of course, we do know Bane's secret. We do know that Bane knows Batman's secret identity, of course, but he is still very angry. Batman said to Alfred, Bane knows who I am. You're not safe in there. Activate all security protocols right now. And Alfred says, are you sure? Oh my, I'll call the GCPD and get them to tell them to come right over. And Batman said, no, I cannot let the GCPD get to know my secret identity and put others in danger. It's only between me and him. And Alfred says, very well, sir. Oh, very well, sir. I will do what you asked as you requested.
remind me to hit a toy shop before we leave.
Mm.
Buy him a present.
So, of course, Batman is about to leave the sewers, and all of a sudden, he got this phone call. Well, not this phone call. He actually kind of picked up a communication chat radio that is going on. And so for that, Firefly was going to detonate the entire Gotham Pioneers Bridge. Okay, you know, Gotham City's Pioneer Bridge. So, yes. Able to detonate Gotham's Pioneer Bridge.
Poison ivy, pollen. Not to mention them. All units, Batman's on foot. Keep a lookout.
Of course, if any GCPD officer is going to stand in his way, he'll blow up the bridge, of course. Oh my. So, how do you supposed to stop Firefly? Of course, secretly try to get into Pioneer's Bridge, and without alerting the GCPD, of course. He had to take out the GCPD because he had no other choice. Wow. So, the first officer going inside starting at the very bottom of the floor is none other than not Commissioner, before he was the Commissioner, Captain James Gordon. So, Captain James Gordon is in the building, of course, and Batman says, Captain, don't go in there, or else Firefly's gonna detonate the entire bridge. And Captain James Gordon says, you stay out of this. My men and I are gonna find Firefly and stop his bombs, and then you will be next. And it says, Batman says, I don't have time for this. You must call up your men. I will disable the bombs first, but you need to keep your men out of this. If you hadn't shown up, the Black Mask has been put a bounty on your head or some sort. Give yourself up. I'm going to stop the bombs. Do you hear me? You just stay out of my way! So, yeah, he's not gonna stay out of his way. So he starts climbing up the bridge. Up and up and up. And so he climbed the top of the bridge. So he needs to get through one side of the building to get to the other. Ow, I got hit by a car, not the bridge. Of course, usually when things get so mighty testy, the doors seem to have been unlocked, or been locked. It's just, oh my. This is not gonna go so well. Of course, he had to hack into the talkwave radios of the GCPD and try to get to talk to Captain James Gordon. Says, Gordon, I need the municipal codes to get in now. And James Gordon says, get off this radio frequency. You need to call off your men. I need to get to that last bomb and disable it. And James Gordon says, you let me do my job and stay out of my way! Of course, James Gordon's been real stubborn, if you want to know, and so is Batman, so they're kind of mighty testy alike. And so he contacts Alfred and says, Alfred, I need you to get the municipal codes to get me in through the Pioneer's Bridge. And Alfred says, why don't you let Captain James Gordon do that for you, sir? And it says Gordon won't listen. I need the municipal codes by the time I finish the second of the last bomb. He says, okay. I'll download them for you, and it will take me a little bit of time for you to get them. I promise, sir. And so he's able to disable the last bomb. Of course. So, since he's able to disable the second last bomb, he got the municipal codes that Alfred has given to him. Of course, he started to blow up parts of of Pioneer's Bridge, and it seems he started to begin his countdown measures.
He's coming after us.
So he needs to do something fast. He's got to find that. He's got to reach to that last bomb quickly before Firefly detonates the whole Pioneer's Bridge blown to bits, or else there will be no one left to cross to, just like the country of Hungary, where, you know, for Buddha and Pest are, because, you know, had to cross the Voltava River or some sort, or is it the Danube River? I don't know, the Blue Danube. I think it's basically the river, or the Danube, or some sort. I don't know. And so he... Oh my, where is that entrance? Come on! Work for me, entrance! I didn't miss it, did I? I'll find it eventually. Okay, yeah, there it is. So... yeah. So there was this one more, so there's this showdown with Firefly and Batman. Since he's able to beat all of Firefly's henchmen, Firefly did mention that that Batman must hurt himself in so he could collect the bounty, but Batman says, look, it's over, Firefly. There's no more bounty. The Joker's behind bars. But still, Firefly still wants to earn the bounty for the collection of money. Of course, he is not going to go down that easily, so he is able to stop. He's able to stop Firefly for just mere moments. Of course, he likes to fly off in the distance, of course, and doesn't want to be taken down on the ground below. I mean, it is just so simple. Of course, how do you contend someone with a bat with no wings can able to comprehend? Well, so simple. He had to do something, of course, to understand somehow to get rid of Firefly. He has to use his bat grapple in order to stop Firefly from flying off. So he is able to do that. Oh, look, I blew up a car. So, yes. Since he's able to stop Firefly in his tracks, of course, he wasn't that... He was kind of not that easy to take down, but he's pretty easy to stop. So, no more of Firefly's burning Gotham duties is finally over until, like, 10 years later. He's gonna do the same thing back in Arkham Knight, like this one right here. Seems bad guys like to get revenge on what they want, and they can never let go, could they? They need to move on and learn their lesson. Instead, they keep doing the same stupid thing and not learning their lesson. Because why? Because they only wanted to take out Batman so they can rule Gotham City and want blackmailing people so they can rule power, and it's not going to work. Gotham's villains and super criminal villains, they are not going to win ever, as in at all. Now that Firefly has been subdued like a moth to the flame, Captain James Gordon and his team were able to disable the last bomb that Firefly was able to do. But Firefly has failed. Of course, Captain James Gordon says, I do not work well with vigilantes. And Batman says, I don't work well with cops. following orders. So yeah, he's got a point there. And so he is able, but Jim Gordon says, after everything you've done, I guess you did pretty good. We did pretty good for making a good team. So Jim Gordon finally understands what it means to be working with a vigilante. So yep, he's finally understanding. Oh yeah, he is definitely getting the gist of it. So he heads back to the Batcave, where Batman usually gets to go back to his headquarters, but all of a sudden, you're not gonna believe who just showed up at the front doors. It's Bane! Yes! Of course, like I said, Bane knows Batman's secret identity, and it's Bruce Wayne. And he is going to hurt Alfred so much, and it's not going to be even funny. And so for that, he is able to destroy everything along in the Batcave, along with Alfred. So Batman's able to rush to Alfred very quickly. And Batman's yelling out Alfred's name, saying, "Alfred! Alfred!" And he's trying to look for Batman. He's trying to look for him, but he tried to activate his detective vision mode, but it seems to be down because Bane has taken down most of the network. So he's trying to get. So the only way to look for Alfred is to try to get detective mode back on to see if any of the computer system still works. He's able to get things back on nice and smoothly. So he yells out Alfred's name, and then he's able to get detective mode back on, and so he is able to find him down in the Batcave. It's kind of a long way down, not too deep, but he is there. And Batman says, "Don't worry, Alfred. I'm going to get you out of there. Just hang on." And so Batman is able to rescue Alfred and getting him out of the debris. But Alfred says, "Don't carry the weight of me like your parents did, Master Bruce." And then Batman said, "Alfred, you can't." And then, yeah, because of Batman, of what he's seeing, that Alfred just kind of died, Batman just pounds on the grist and says, "No!" And then he's able to resuscitate him with electrocutioner's shot gloves. So he gives him like this charging or not an EMP or electrical charge to restart or jump his heart. He's able to do that. At least his heart is not defibrillating anymore, so he got him back on his feet, so he's able to bring him back alive. And so Alfred said, I understand your mission, Master Bruce, and Gotham needs you." And Bruce says, "I can't do it, Al. I can't do it, Alfred. I can't even defend my own home. I just can't save everyone." And Alfred said, "But now is not the time for doubt, Master Bruce. When a man who has everything and learns the ways of how to trust his friends and his allies, he'll become stronger than he realizes, and everything that's around him They need you, sir. And Batman finally understands what friendship is, the trusting the friends of his secret identity, sooner or later in the near future. But Batman says, no, they need us. And that's what he needs. The people of Gotham needed Batman. And so, he heard the news about another Blackgate prison riot once again. And this time, Batman is going to finish the job. And so he is able to get back to Blackgate prison, finishing the job and trying to set things straight once and for all. So he was able to get there to Blackgate prison, and these Blackgate prison guard says, I've heard the things that you did for Gotham. We understand and we truly believe. I never thought some people are wrong about you. You actually are a hero and saved the city. And so yeah, he does save the city, if you want to know, and not in a bad way. He says, I'm glad you think that. We're all here on the same thing. He says, the Joker's trying to break out every prisoner on Blackgate prison. We need your help. Son, I'll do the best I can to help you. And so for that, he's going to start under the sewers, trying to go straight back into Blackgate prison once again. And so for that matter, he is able to get there under Blackgate, of course. Oh, yes, made it! Okay, so he's able to get under the sewers network of Blackgate prison, of course. The Joker, however, is in charge of the prison riot itself. And usually Batman doesn't like people who try to break out of it, if you want to know or catch my meaning. So yeah, he does not like the ways that things are going pretty well on. And so for that matter, he has to go back to Blackgate. So he has to start off the underground sewers of the tunnel network using the glue grenade without getting electrified, able to get past through obstacles, and then into a Predator rooms, trying to subdue every Blackgate prison who are in the Predator area, taken hostage by a couple of guards and a medical doctor named Harleen Quinzel. No, she's not Harley Quinn, okay? She's just Harleen Quinzel. Of course, she's been fascinated with the Joker, and she's learning about the people who are crazy in that loophole of the nut house. And so yeah, I mean, Gotham's foes, crazies, and bad guys are kind of Fruity of the Loops. Way more Fruity in the Loops around. Since he is able to rescue the two guards and Harleen Quinzel, the doctor, not Harley Quinn. Okay, that comes like way later. Of course, Dr. Quinzel told that the Joker's waiting for you, and he's been really obsessed with you ever since. I mean, yeah.
Exactly. I think they know better by now.
And it's just not getting used to things around here. Of course, she wants to get out, but even though she is a strong doctor, of course, I don't think it's not going to stop her career, I suppose. So, yeah, why not? Pretty awesome, if you want to know.
Self-righteous about it. Someone's fighting over here.
Oh my. He's able to try to pass through obstacle, and guess what? More people of those Blackgate prisoners who try to escape from this prison riot or want to start the riot, whichever works best. Oh my, so yeah. Able to beat out every single prisoner who are in Blackgate prison, trying to take control of the entire prison or somehow. So I guess it seems that the prisoners are defeated by the Dark Knight of the Cape Crusader himself. Of course, he has to face Bane, of course. So he has to face Bane one last time. So facing once again is Bane. He has to do the same moves that he done back on the rooftop from where he was at the hotel. And so for that, he is able to best out Bane, of course. And usually, the Joker is going to kill Warden Joseph or Captain James Gordon if Batman doesn't kill Bane or tries to break his no-kill rule. And so the only way to do that is to beat the crap out of Bane so bad, but he doesn't want to kill. The only way he can try to make the Joker make it look like he killed him is to shock him with electric gloves, and it was a electrifying experience. Wait, I should have said something better. Nope, I could have said something better. Nope, I used it and it didn't work. My bad. That could have worked anyways. So, yes, could have worked. And so, it did work. It made him look like that Batman killed Bane. Of course, the Joker was thrilled and happy about it because since Bane has put a heart monitor that he is breathing and beating and still alive. Of course, Batman knows better. He will not try to kill him. Of course, he will try to resuscitate him before it's too late. So he is able to of course, Batman did say, Gordon, I need you to go after the Joker while I try to save Bane. He says, haven't you already killed him, or is it too much enough for your own hands? I didn't kill him. I only have minutes to resuscitate him before it's too late. So you didn't. That's not how I do things. Now go. So yeah, James Gordon kinda actually believed him. He didn't actually kill Bane. So he's able to resuscitate him as quickly as possible. Batman, of course. And he did. Of course, Bane was not too happy about why was he back alive. He should have been dead, but instead he came back alive again. So, yeah. Welcome back, Bane. You get a second chance or a bonus round to stay alive and not die. And Bane says, you leave me no choice, Mr. Wayne. Of course, I don't know if the thugs kind of heard his name, his real name, of course. That would be kind of creepy when he said that out loud. So he injected the TN1 into himself, and he became like super or monstrous Bane, of course. Like, he was a beast. It's like he couldn't control his own emotions. So, yes. He couldn't control his own emotions, of course. So Bane is now the giant monster that he's been to. His strength is like off the charts, superhuman of the TN1. Of course, Batman tells Alfred says, Alfred, tell me, pull out any information you know about TN1, the compound that I found at Bane's headquarters. And Alfred says, I'll look into it, sir. Sir, you need to stop Bane in about 10 minutes, or else it'll be a permanent solution and you won't be able to withstand his attacks. Or, in other words, he'll kill you.
Now the Batman's unmasked. Gotham's gonna be a different place.
So he is going to utterly kill and destroy Batman by Bane himself. He is uncontrollable, just like the Hulk, okay? But at least the Hulk knows how to control himself way better than Bane does. Of course, Bane is somehow out of control because of the TN1 he injected into himself. The only way to stop Bane is to smash him through walls or give him a shock or a shocking life of his own medicine. I'm trying to make puns, but it's kind of too little, too late. Should have worked. Okay, I'm sorry. And so, why did he inject the TN1 himself? Simple. Have you noticed of what's going on throughout the Arkham series of Batman? The TN1, the Titan formula back in Arkham Asylum, the leftover containers of the Titan formula? Really? It is all about the Titan formula. All of it. The Arkham series is all about the Titan formula the whole time. And very few people may realize this. The Titan formula gives them superhuman strength so they can outsmart and try to beat Batman in his own game, to think that bronze beats brains. Well, I'm sorry, but it kinda doesn't work that way. Brains will triumph over bronze any day of the week. The TN1 is the Titan formula itself, of course. That is why the Joker wanted to inject in himself of the TN1, otherwise known as the Titan formula, and to get super strong, but instead it made him super sick like either between 3 to 6 months later. And so for that, he suffered the consequences trying to find an antidote to cure his Titan formula poison. But instead, he actually died because he should have not stabbed Batman on the shoulder, because he carried the antidote that he has in his hand all along, and that was a very not smart and a very bad move on the Joker himself, and that's why he died, because he got himself killed and not the Batman. The whole Arkham series is all about the Titan formula, isn't it? All of it! Including parts of Arkham Knight where, Joker's blood has infected Batman's system. Of course, Batman knows how to suppress it so well, because Joker's blood thinks it's making him more powerful than ever than Batman's, of course. But Joker's mind is way too weak, because his will is not strong. It was never strong-willed. He always had a weak mind, and his will was never that strong. Can be very easily be manipulated if you're if you are a Jedi, you can actually do a Jedi mind trick, and he can actually fall into this so easily and so well. So Batman is able to defeat Bane, of course, and giving him one shocking experience he'll never soon forget. Of course, he will forget what Batman's secret identity because it damaged his memory core personally, or should I say permanently, and it does look that way. So he has one last battle to stop, and that is the Joker. Of course, he's able to rescue Warden Joseph with the help of James Gordon himself, also known as Jim Gordon. Jimmy! What's up, Jimmy? So, yeah, but I kind of put the name Jimmy if you want to know, sir. Yes. I'm sorry. It has to work, okay? Forgive me. And so, for that matter, he is able to... Oh my, he's... At least he is able to stop Killer... Well, he wasn't able to stop Killer Croc a second time. You know, Batman. Of course, Jim Gordon was able to stop the sniper, but, you know, nearly shot Killer Croc, but then Batman able to subdue Killer Croc once again. So, he is able to stop every prisoner in Blackgate Prison, of course. Oh my. He is able to face the Joker one more time. But the Joker says, "Oh, you're finally returned and fresh off for a kill. Back for more, eh?" But Batman says, "Bane is still alive." And the Joker checks on the heart monitor and he says, "Now that's not funny." And the Joker says something to me. "Don't you understand? It is meaningless. We are like them. Everything is responsible because of them, because we both exist." And all this, and all of a sudden, so yeah, he understanding the meaning of pain, so both of them do get out what the meaning of pain is. And so, facing the Joker down one last time, of course, the Joker sees Batman as this hideous creature of his own wild imagination that can never be tainted off from his head, of course. Because it was all about the Batman who wanted to get rid of for his exact revenge, and he wants to feel what he feels in his reality and mind of his world. And so for that, of course, Batman is able to give him a punch lights out for his own timely manner. Or a punch out! And Jim Gordon says, my men could have killed him or subdued him or some sort. But Batman says, the city deserves better than that. He says, I'm glad you've done a great thing for this city, but I still need to take you in. But then, and then you hear a detective or officer, a detective, Harvey Bullock says, Gordon, have you subdued the Joker? And Jim Gordon says, yes. Of course, Harvey Bullock says, how'd you do that? He says, I had a little bit of help. Of course, you hear the commentating. I can't understand why did I let him go? Why did he save me? Why he saved my daughter? Now I realize that this city deserves more than something. I don't know why I'm left in charge of some corrupted cops and these criminals who want to escape out here of this cesspool of the city right here. But maybe I can give something to believe in. Maybe he can give something to believe in. And that is the Batman of Gotham. Right there, right in front of our eyes, is that Batman will always be the watchful eye or watchful eyes under the shadows of Gotham City, shining the light of justice within out of the darkness. And I do believe that is the end of your story of Batman Arkham Origins storyline. And I do believe we are going to stop here for the time being. And thanks for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And tell me, what do you guys think of Batman Arkham Origins, of that game itself, or the storyline for what I tell you. And mash that like button if you guys like Arkham Twin Days. And there'll be another story about the Arkham storyline, and this time it's Mr. Freeze. That's right, the cold, cold heart of DLC of Mr. Freeze. So for anyways, this is Leo Wolverine saying and speaking as always as your sensational, amazing Super Saiyan, and still, not autism, Breast Cancer Awareness Month for the entire month of October. Who takes chances, makes mistakes, and get messy in Leo's Let's Plays Alliance. Godspeed, play safe, and shalom. Remember, the Dark Knight is always watching you, and so am I. See you next time for more of Arkham Twin Days.